Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Trucker News, or as I like to say, hashtag Trucker News. Let's get into these news stories. If you're wondering what Trucker News is, I'm an illiterate truck driver, but I'm going to do my best to read some news stories to you today. It's the stories that you want to know about, but don't have the time to read. That's why I do this. So let's get on with it. Let's talk about the stories I have picked out for you today. Oregon is going to delay electric truck sales mandate because it's not functioning properly. Well, duh. Search for trucker has been canceled after parked rig dash cam footage shows the driver simply leaving in a car. Semi-truck thief dumps bobtail in a river in final reckless maneuver. Damn it. Amazon and the small trucking company both deny responsibility for the driver's actions in the deadly I-75 crash. Citations issued after big rig gets stuck on rocks in South Lake Tahoe switchback. Commercial vehicle driver caught running stop signs cited for no CDL, no insurance. All happening in Connecticut. We'll get to that one. Driver who flipped car hauler had non-US ID, no CDL, stole rig from unknowing owner. And charging documents confirm driver on work visa was trying to answer his phone right before plowing in the stopped cars in Alabama. Whew, let's get to these trucker news stories. A lot of mess going on in trucking these days. If you don't know, trucking's in a real mess right now with people not following rules and the government letting them get away with it until something really, really bad happens. Then it's like, oh no, we should stop this. So that's what a lot of these stories are. I didn't cherry pick them. It's just what it is. Oregon's going to delay the electric truck mandate because it's not functioning properly. The state of Oregon has decided to delay the electric truck sale mandate because new truck market dynamics in Oregon are not functioning properly. The Department of Environmental Quality announced the postponement of electrical truck sales mandate, otherwise known as the Advanced Clean Truck Act. Effective immediately, Oregon DEQ will refrain from pursuing enforcement or assessing civil penalties against any manufacturer of medium or heavy-duty vehicles. The memo reads, adding truck manufacturers must still exhibit good faith efforts and reporting requirements. There you go. So Oregon's not currently trying to push electric trucks on everybody. Search for trucker canceled after parked rig's dash cam footage shows driver simply leaving in a car. Yeah, search for potentially missing truck driver was canceled earlier this week after a review of the parked rig's dash cam footage revealed that the driver just left in a second vehicle. The search for potential missing truck driver started on Tuesday morning, May 13th, at a boat launch in Belmont County, Ohio. According to the natural resource officers with the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, began searching for a truck driver after someone reported a semi-truck parked at a boat launch at Bark Count State Park. The parked semi-truck led officials to believe the truck driver had gone missing while enjoying outdoor recreation at the state park, and a search for the driver was conducted for several hours. By 5:30 p.m., a dash cam footage review conducted by the trucking company showed that the truck driver had parked his rig at the boat launch and was soon picked up by another vehicle. The driver has since been contacted and located. There you go. Good news. Good news. He was just trying to get some strange in a strange town. Come on. Semi-truck thief dumps bobtail into river. Woo, come on now, semi-truck thief dumped a bobtail into the river, as we like to call them around here, a Mississippi truck wash, before attempting to flee on foot in a final reckless maneuver while evading police. The incident occurred at 7:35 p.m. on Wednesday, May 14th, in the area 206 Street, Langley, British Columbia. According to the Canadian News, the bobtail semi-truck was first spotted at 7:35 with mismatched license plates, but officers did not attempt to stop the vehicle until about midnight. During the initial stop attempt, the driver in the semi-truck tried to ram the police car before driving away. Whew, there you go. The semi-truck was able to hit one police vehicle, and then, he took her down, parked her in a river, took off on foot. Gotta do what you gotta do once you're in that kind of mess, I guess. Amazon. Amazon's in the news. The worst trucking company in the world, Amazon Relay, my opinion. Amazon and a small trucking company both deny responsibility for the driver's actions in the I-75 crash last week. Both Amazon and a small trucking company connected to the truck driver and recent deadly wreck on I-75 are denying responsibility in the incident. 65-year-old Joseph Antonier is facing more than a dozen charges, including 2 counts of reckless homicide, several counts of felony reckless endangerment, and reckless aggravated assault for the May 11th crash on I-75 in East Ridge, Tennessee. 2 men were killed. 2 children were among those hurt in the 7-vehicle crash that ended in a fiery explosion. According to News Channel 9, Antoine was driving recklessly in the minutes before the crash on Thursday at 1:45 a.m. He posted 10% of his $165,000 bond. Antoine was driving for a Florida-based Valparaiso Trucking Corp as a contractor for Amazon at the time of the wreck. Amazon has been denying responsibility for the driver's actions since the incident, pointing out that Antoine did not work directly for Amazon. Yeah, because Amazon does this stupid shell company thing where nobody works for Amazon, so you can't sue Amazon. I don't understand that. That just pisses me off to no end, because you're dispatching these trucks with Amazon's app. They're pulling Amazon trailers. They're pulling Amazon freight. I'm sorry, Amazon is responsible for who they hire. They are. It just is what it is. If you hire on contractors and they screw up, you'll get in trouble. But Amazon's got enough money where they'll buy their way out of it. I don't like this deal. Screw Amazon, screw the relay, screw all of it, in my opinion. I'm going to stop buying stuff from Amazon until they clean up their act and stop taking a huge poop on trucking. I'm done with it. I just am. But anyway, they say Florestant says that he employs 7 truck drivers who are all owner-operators. Well, you're not employing them if they're owner-operators. You're doing business with them, but you're not employing them. So right there, you're making yourself liable, you dumbass. I love it. They interviewed this guy on the local news down in Chattanooga. The owner, not the Amazon, but the guy who was leased on to Amazon. And he was like, no, it's not my responsibility. These guys are just leased on to my company. And I'm like, well, they're kind of your responsibility if they're leased on to your company, you dumbass. But, you know, here we go. He says none of the owner-operators working for him have serious violations on the record and insists his company does not have a history of crashes. He reports that Valparaiso Trucking Corp has been cited for several violations by employees in 2025. Well, are the employees or the contractors? Florestan says that Antonier is not a rookie and is a grown man who has been driving for years, who should hold sole responsibility for his own actions. He adds that he is cooperating with investigators, is doing his due diligence, and has been unable to speak with Antonier or get in contact with his family. There you go. Antonier is scheduled to appear in East Ridge Criminal Court on Tuesday, May 20th. So we'll have to see how that goes. Citations have been issued as a big rig stuck on a rock in South Lake Tahoe switchback. Well, can you imagine? It's an Amazon contractor. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. California Highway Patrol cited a stuck truck driver in South Lake Tahoe area on Wednesday. According to the CHP South Lake Tahoe Division, a semi-truck became stuck around 4 p.m. on May 14th. The truck was northbound on State Route 89. Troopers say that truck became hung on rocks in the switchback south of Emerald Bay. There you go. Amazon in a ditch. Imagine that. A tow truck was required to move the stuck truck. The road was closed approximately 3 hours. CHP reminds truckers that big rig trucks with overall length in excess of 65 feet are not allowed on State Route 89 North. Oh, I'm sure there's a sign there that lets you know that, but they probably should put that sign in multiple languages and put kilometers on there. If your truck is longer than 22 meters, you know, because Just saying. Just saying what everybody else is thinking. Commercial vehicle driver caught running stop signs, cited for non-CDL, no insurance, and more in Connecticut. Damn it, boy. Police in Norwalk, Connecticut recently issued severe citations to a driver in a commercial vehicle that was initially pulled over for stop sign violation. The Norwalk, Connecticut Police Department shared a motorcycle officer's body cam video for recent traffic stop. Part of the ongoing commercial motor vehicle enforcement traffic division stop, the driver of this truck, he failed to stop at a stop sign on Wilson Avenue. The truck was towed, and the driver was cited for multiple violations: failure to stop at a stop sign, no driver's license, no CDL endorsement, unregistered vehicle, misuse of plates, and no insurance. There you go. And that's what us legal truckers are competing with right there. Right there. No one has to follow the rules. How is none of this known until we pull him over for running a stop sign? I mean, Lord have mercy. What are we doing in this country? Driver who flipped a car hauler had no USID, no CDL, and stole a rig from unknowing owner. The man who flipped a car hauler on Interstate 83 earlier this week had no USID and had stolen the rig before crashing it. The wreck happened on I-83 in Fairview Township, Pennsylvania at around 4:30 a.m. According to the York Dispatch, the car hauler went off of I-83 and overturned into a ditch, leaving some of the cars lined up along the ditch as well. A witness saw the 39-year-old Raymond Vasquez Fajardo. We're going to call you Ray. I'm changing your name to Ray. You're now Ray. Ray climbed out of the truck and walked away from the accident. Well, of course he did. Police eventually located Ray and took him into custody. It was then discovered that Ray possessed a non-US ID from the Dominican Republic as well as a New Jersey driver's license, but no CDL. The owner of the car hauler was contacted about the incident and told police he was unaware that the rig was missing. The owner eventually arrived at the scene and confirmed that the wrecked semi-truck was his. One of the cars on the trailer was also determined to be stolen. Ray is now facing 3 counts of receiving stolen property as well as summary charges of accidents involving damage and unintended vehicles, reckless driving, and driving without a commercial driver's license. His bail has been set to $50,000. Damn it, boys. Damn it, boys. I mean, what is really going on? And this story here don't get no better. Charging documents confirm driver on work visa was trying to answer his phone before plowing into stopped cars. So if you remember the crash on the last Trucker News I talked about down in Alabama, this is continuing of that. Newly released charging documents show that the truck driver involved in a recent deadly crash at a red light was trying to answer his phone at the time of the crash. 45-year-old, what did I change his name to last time? Al. Al has been charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide on May 6th, the accident who killed 2 people in Alabama. Al has pled not guilty to the charges and is scheduled to appear in court in Clark County later in May. Now, charging documents show that Al was distracted by attempting to answer a cellular phone device while traffic at the light at US 43 South Industrial Boulevard was red. A lawsuit has been filed by one of the survivors in the wreck who was left hanging upside down after a severe impact flipped her vehicle. The lawsuit brought forth by Nancy Calvert names 4 U.S. Freight LLC, 4 U.S. Transportation Company, 4 U.S. Corporation, and Al as defendants. I mean, how many shell companies do these sons of bitches have is my question. The lawsuit accused Al of being distracted and inattentive and impaired before charging documents were publicly released. Al was in the U.S. from Russia on a work visa prior to the crash. His work visa has since been revoked. There you go. Let's get that sumbitch in prison for his crimes, and let's get this trucking company sued into oblivion. Come on. I support all of that. Let's get rid of this bullshit out of my country. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for watching Trucker News. I much appreciate you coming by, hanging out with me. Smash that like button if you made it this far. Do me a favor. Take care of each other out there. And remember, people are more important than trucking. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back, take all your information, and you'll be in the network. Do you need to save money by not idling your truck? Of course you do. That's why I'm introducing you to Zero Breeze today. Zero Breeze, a lightweight portable air conditioner that makes 5,280 BTUs of cooling power. Yes, you need this if you idle your truck overnight to stay cool. Yes, this will save you tons of money. Use my link below when you order, and I appreciate it.